So here we go. Tech and social media are two things that are really integral to you blowing up your business over the next 90 days. Here's an opportunity for you to massively grow. Now, as everyone is looking to see what's next, I need you to focus in on these two things for the day. And some people often oversee the simplicity of social media. So I wanted to show you that and break it down for you. And the other thing is tech. A lot of people are just lost when it comes to technology. Let's start with tech. When it comes to technology, always look for things that can enhance your relationships and your current business. The challenge is that when we look at technology, we look everywhere and we're like, whoa, this is awesome. This is awesome. Does this do this? Does this work over here? I heard somebody was doing this. And you need to start in a different direction. You need to look at technology and say, well, let's take a look at where my business is. What am I great at? And how can technology enhance that? This is how you grow massively over the next 90 days. You apply technology to what you're already doing that's really good. And the first thing that comes to mind for me is dynamic ads for real estate. There's no way that there's anything better in real estate right now, for the real estate world, for your business world, than dynamic ads. Nothing out there that I've seen that can enhance your database, your past clients, sphere, new clients, anything than dynamic ads for real estate. The Dare ads, what it allows you to do is remarket to your whole database, Facebook and Instagram. It's powerful because it nurtures your database no matter what stage they're in. And the cool thing is, it brings them back to you. So people are like, well, so what is Dare? How do I do this? So Facebook came up with this a few years back. And the ingenious thing about it is, for real estate specifically, Dare ads, they bring back people to your IDX, to your search properties. And as they engage, it changes it for them. So instead of us dripping property to them through email and hoping that they look at it, this is right in their face on Facebook and on Instagram. And it shows up exactly what they want to see. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 500,000, or 4 bedrooms, 5 baths at $1 million. Whatever it is, it's dynamic enough that it's changing, right? It's machine learning. So if you haven't looked at dynamic ads for real estate, I highly suggest that you do. The way that it works is you need 1,000 people in your database first, approximately 1,000 or higher. And then you hit up a company like Chime, like Ylopo. I mean, Commissions Inc. does it okay, but they don't do it that great. I would rely on a company like Ylopo or Chime to do it, only because they have it down. And you'll see that a lot of these older leads. Number 2, video conferencing. This is put right in our face over the last few months, but you can use this to present an offer, to do a listing pitch, to do open houses, to do a learning seminar like we've done a few, or anything else. So you look into companies like Zoom, Blue Jeans, Skype, and any other piece of technology that'll enable you to do similar type of communication. But don't forget about FaceTime. If you got an iPhone, one thing that I learned from Ryan Serhant from New York, he said, hey, Tristan, anytime I have a situation with a client and it gets a little hairy, I don't pick up the phone and call them, or I don't text them. What I do is I FaceTime them and I talk to them. It's almost like in person. So instead of them possibly yelling at me over text or getting angry over the phone, it's a lot different when you pick up the phone and FaceTime them. They engage differently and they talk to you differently. The psychology of the whole talk is different. So I suggest that you look at your phone and say, look, if you can pick up the phone and engage with people through FaceTime, it's a lot different. And great, you know what? The world that we're in right now, it changed. So people will be okay with you FaceTiming them. It's just another tool for you to use and engage with people at a deeper level. So that's the video conferencing. Next is video apps. I highly suggest that you start doing video if you haven't already. And look at apps like Vlogeasy, which makes it super simple for you to create a vlog or just to shoot a video. It stitches it together and it removes those silent parts of when you're talking. It also removes those areas where you're like, and you pause for a long time. So it edits it for you at the end. So if you're going through a property and you're saying, hey, everybody, welcome to my open house. I want to show you this and that, or I just got a new listing. Vlogeasy is something you can purchase on the App Store, or you can use the free version. But the cool thing is it edits it for you at the end so it comes out cleaner. Next is BombBomb. You've heard of BombBomb. It's been around for a while. And that's one that you can use to email people videos. You can text them the link as well, and they can open it up and take a look at you. They engage with you. BigVu is another great app. It's spelled BigVu. It's a teleprompter at the same time as it's recording you. And once the teleprompter is done telling you what you're going to say because you typed it in, you can use that as captioning as well on the video. Why use captioning? Because 80% of videos are viewed without sound. So imagine you're sitting in the back of a classroom, or you're at work and you can't have sound, but you watch the video without sound because it has captioning. Captioning is very, extremely important. So BigVu is great. And Vemely. Vemely is an app I use to edit all my videos, and I put like words at the top saying, hey, I just got a new listing, or check this out, or this is what I think. Now, these are apps you need if you're going to shoot video for your business. I need you to go in on video. If you haven't used video and you're uncomfortable, you're saying, well, Tristan, I suck at video, or I'm too fat, or I'm too skinny, or I don't have hair, or I have too much hair, whatever it is. I need you to get on video. And I need you to pick up your phone, shoot a video, and just record it on your phone and leave it there. Don't put it anywhere. Just get comfortable with that process of shooting the actual video. Next is newsletters. Take a look at newsletters like MailChimp, Constant Contact, or a native newsletter to whatever brokerage you're in. It's time to take a look at giving valuable content on newsletters. A lot of people, business people all across the nation, the world, salespeople, all verticals say, hey, email is dead. But when I talk to these amazing companies out there, email is not dead to them. You just have to change it around and start delivering valuable content, because the content you're delivering is crap. Nobody's going to open up your emails if you keep on delivering the same thing over and over and over. Hey, here are the changes to interest rates. Hey, these are the new listings and just sold. You've got to change it up. Our emails are getting over 70% open ratio, which is insane. But that's because we deliver constant value. We actually create content for our audience. And it's super powerful, because then, check this out with email, you don't have a distraction of social media. You don't have the distraction of anything. When they open your email, guess what they're reading? Just your email. And if it's engaging enough, they will reply back to you, and they will engage and click on the links that you send them. So it's time to step that up. Especially if you have an amazing list of past clients and sphere and people that already know you and like you. Can you imagine delivering an email weekly to them that's curated by you on the things that you think are most important? Whether it's the books you're reading, or the things you bought, or what you're reading at the time, or what you're watching, or something about the community, then it becomes different. People will look forward to opening up your email. Next, pre-foreclosures. Now, it's important to start looking to see where this trend is heading, and to start getting comfortable with understanding the process involved. And some of you haven't been through this market before, and I have, a lot of you have. So it's time to start taking a look at, well, you know what does a short sale look like? What does that process entail? How long is it? What do I need to prepare for? Who do I know that has done this? And taking a look at companies like Realtytrac, which you can get information from about pre-foreclosures and notice of defaults. And companies like Landvoice. Landvoice just popped up their section of offering pre-foreclosures as well. So that's important, right? So take a look at both Realtytrac and Landvoice for that. Next, expireds and for sale by owners. It's hard for me to imagine a world that doesn't have expireds or for sale by owners. They go up and down in the amounts that come up, but wow, if you hit up expireds and for sale by owners with the right tonality and the right approach, so people can understand the value that you have and you're not super salesy, the amount of business you can get just from this over the next 90 days is unbelievable. Because most people don't call them. They're scared. They're scared because they're scared of getting rejected. And you want to change your business quickly? This is one of the fastest ways of doing it. You just have to remember that your target audience is not the ones that say no straight out and are mean. Your target audience is the ones that are saying maybe. We often get that confused all across lead generation. We're like, oh, we can't convert this person, they suck. You know what? They weren't there to convert. You're looking for the maybes. That's what you're looking for. And when you change that, you change the way you approach it. You're like, oh, yeah, got it, maybe. Then I'll follow up with them. Next is online leads. With the changes happening soon with Zillow and Realtor.com, yeah, there are some big changes happening with both companies, specifically Realtor.com. Your best bet is to go deeper on Facebook lead ads and Google ads, 100%. That's the way to go. You can create the ads on your own, or you can go to companies like I said before, like Ylopo or Chime, or any other great provider of leads out there that create these ads for you. Now, if it's just a few leads, then you can handle it on your own. You can put it into a CRM yourself, you can text them yourself, you can even nurture them yourself. But when you start scaling and you start getting hundreds and thousands of leads a month, or that's your goal, that's when you need systems in place. The systems that can automate the texting, the voicemail, emails, the video emails, and any other type of communication that you can think of. You also may need a company that reaches out to them, like an actual real people reaching out to them to convert them, whether it's by conversation over the phone or through text. There's a company out there called Conversion Monster that'll call your leads for you. They're based in the United States. They're the ones we use. They're good. But if you don't want to go that route and you want to automate part of the process, like texting, voicemail, video, and all that, you have companies like Agent Legend or Shoutboss and even Call Action. Now, that's to automate those responses to your clients by text and voicemail. So you have to start seeing where you're at. Where am I right now? And where do I need to go? Like, I want to focus in this city or this area, and I want to grow this much. Well, how much money do you want to put into this? And do I have the systems in place to be able to convert them? And do I have the right tonality, the right voice fluctuation to be able to connect with them, which we'll talk about tomorrow. But next is seller leads. Look, if you're going to look into digitally farming, I would start with a company like Street Text. And after that, I'd look for tech that can help me nurture these leads. And if you're going all in already on door knocking and farming and things like that already, then I would look at the other companies that are part of this that provide that nurturing and valuable information so that people keep on coming back. And that's HomeBot, 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 and Altos Research. Both are great for sellers. Both are great for providing information. HomeBot is pretty amazing, very inexpensive, and offers you a lot of AIs working behind there to give those sellers information they need, like how much it would look like if they refinanced, if they sold on their own. Great information. Take a look at both. That's the tech I would look for. A lot of the times, remember, you're looking at technology and you're like, where do I start? Remember that you start in a place that your strength is already there. Right? If you're doing open houses, look for tech that can help you there. If you're doing past clients and Sphere, look for tech that can help you there. Don't get sidetracked and pick up something that you're not going to use. Look for tech that's going to be great for your business. Next is social media. Let's get into social media. So I feel like I talk about this every 2 weeks or maybe more, but here it is again. Social media is the way the internet communicates now. I mean, look at our president. He communicates on social media. Everybody communicates on social. They make an announcement on social media. It's our current way of communicating for a society, for our society. And we spread information through this. And I don't understand why some real estate agents still think that that social media is just not for them. The biggest challenge I find among business people throughout when it comes to social media is two things. Number one, finding time to create content. And number two, knowing what to create as content. Those are the two biggest challenges, hands down. So I have a solution for you. I actually broke this down for you. The first one is that you need to change your mindset about social media. If you aren't there already, it's time to see it as a place to connect with the world, to show them who you are, what you do, and why you do it, right? Why you do it is extremely important. So I've broken down the process for you here. First, I need you to identify what time in the day for you works to spend anywhere between 30 minutes to 60 minutes to go all in into social media. It's got to be part of your business plan. It's got to be part of your schedule. You have to stop pushing this away and realize that this is now and the future. And if you don't jump in now on whatever platform you're going to jump in on, you're going to miss the boat and you're going to wonder what the hell happened. Next, I need you to identify where you post the most. If you don't know which one it is, then pick Facebook or Instagram. Pick one of the two. If it's Facebook, great, pick it. It's now picked. Let's say you picked Facebook. You're like, okay, well, I do want to post more, Tristan, you're right. Well, I want you to spy on other business people to see what they're posting. Use the hashtag to find the right ones to follow. Right? Look at other real estate agents across the nation, across the world. Look at other business people. Look to see what they're doing. Be inspired by what others are doing and see where you fit in, to see what you can do. And look to see what some of your friends are doing too, your past clients, your sphere, whoever is with you on Facebook because you picked Facebook. Now, next, comment and like your friend's post. Practice through the day or specifically at the time you've set. If you've set 30 minutes to 60 minutes in a day to do this because this is now part of your business plan, because you're going to make some money out of this, you're going to take time to comment and like. And it's going to be at that specific time. Now, if you're going to post to Facebook, because that's the one you said, okay, this is mine. I want you to get crazy. Don't do things like an average person, okay? Don't post one time a day or one time every 2 days. Go all out and post 4 to 10 times a day. Post to your stories, post to your page, post to your personal page, do a video. Go crazy. Here's the thing. Here's what happens psychologically when you go all in on something like this. You break down your previous beliefs. You break down the belief that you couldn't do it. And now all of a sudden, because you're posting 4, 5, 6, 10 times a day, 12 times a day, you're like, oh, this is easy. I get it. This is just to break the habit of you not posting. You thinking that this isn't for you. Because if you're setting 30 minutes to 60 minutes a day to be on social media because it is part of your business plan, you better make it work. And making it work means you're going to be posting throughout the day, or you're going to be using companies like Hootsuite or buffer to plan ahead and have your posts automatically post later in the day or throughout the week. And this is the secret to social media. When people, specifically those who follow you, right? When they look to see what you're doing, they look to social media. And if you just posted a video and it engages with them, they're going to go back to you and say, wow, I see you everywhere. You're so busy. And unfortunately, social media works that way, where the perception that we give to the consumer is their reality. And perception becomes reality. So I want you to follow this because I created an acronym. I created a few different acronyms here, but specifically for this. Now pay attention. I've broken it down for you. So if you naturally get lost when you post to social media, this will help you. The acronym I created is STAY. It's S-T-A-Y, stay. You want people to stay on your social media, right? And engage with you. So first is S for stay. S is sell. It's time to show the world what you do, what you have for sale, who you helped, how your company is doing, right? People need to connect with you and trust you, and they need to trust you and your company in order for them to engage with you further. So this is part of it. We're really good at this part. I just listed this. I just have an open house over here. Look who I helped. This is the easy part. That's S. That's why I started with S. Next is T, and that's teach. This is where you help the consumer by explaining how to get a loan, what to look for in an inspection, how long it takes to close on a home, all these other things that you can teach. Hopefully it's on video, 3 minutes or more. Next is advice, A for advice. This one can be easy as a quote, or it can be a life quote, a leadership quote, or it can get into you giving advice about something you're great at. Think of a hobby and explain how you do what you do, whether it's gardening, running, gaming, whatever it is. Give people advice on things outside of what you normally do, which is real estate. But this gives you the ability to show that you're more than just a real estate person, right? This is what you do on the side. And then lastly is you. Y for you completes the acronym STAY. You, at the end of the day, it comes back to you. Show people the things you do on a daily basis. I mean, that's the idea of stories that Snapchat created. Now Instagram and everybody else has stories. Think of a hobby, again, if you want to, or think of what you're eating or what you're listening to or what you're reading or whatever you're doing. Let people get to know you on social media. And lastly, if you're posting to a lot of social media platforms, you can use this acronym that I use daily. I write this down on my calendar every day. And the acronym is LIFT, but it's with a Y. It's L-Y-F-T, L-Y-F-T, and then I-T, lift it. I've broken it down like this. LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are the ones I try to post to daily. And you can add Pinterest and Snapchat, but that changes the acronym to lift PIT, and it didn't make sense to me, and I don't use Snapchat or Pinterest, so there you go. But that really breaks down how you need to approach this. The biggest challenge is that we don't know what to post. We don't know when to post it. So I've solved that for you. Now, I expect you to go all in on these things. I expect you to look at your world and say, oh, you know what? This whole time, I've been doing this all wrong. I need to go in deeper. I need to do more. And I need to look at technology that's for me, specifically for my strength, for my business. So today, take a look at where you're at. This week, take a look at technology and social media and make a plan, because you've got these next few days to blow up your business. Because look at the amount of people out there right now that are coming in and saying, hey, I want to buy, I want to sell. It's the middle of summer and it's just going crazy right now. So I need you to take this seriously and I need you to level up. So this whole week, we're going to talk about evolving yourself in the next 90 days. Have an awesome day, everybody.